What's up, everyone? It is your girl Gelbeauty-QM here, aka Grace Honey, and today we're gonna get into a old school versus new school, or this is a battle. I'm not sure which one. I think this came out this year, so I think this is more of a battle royale, if you will. So we have the Cradled and Ice palette from Fenty Cosmetica against the Wizards palette from Fenty Cosmetica. So I basically just wanted to put these two blue palettes against each other so you can see which one you might prefer, because if you all remember, I told you why you didn't need necessarily to pick up this one, the newest one, which is Cradled and Ice, because I felt like it looked really similar to this one. So if you prefer more yellows with your blues, then I feel like you'll like this one. But if you prefer more of a neutral with a blue mixture because you're scared of blues and aren't ready to face them head on the way I do, then you might like this one. But the point is, I wanted to see what the difference was in the formulas when it comes to the blues. So I figured we'd try both of these out today. So that's what we're going to do, girl. So I'm going to use the Wizard palette off camera because I already gave y'all a whole look with this. I'll try to remember to put a thumbnail here. I make no promises, but you can type in Fenty Cosmetica in the search bar on my channel and that should pop up. And then we have the Cradled and Ice palette here. So this is what she looks like. I feel like a good alternative to this palette is the Soul Blooming palette from Nabla. If you're interested, you do have to buy that one off their website though, and it's a little more warm tone. So if you prefer a more cool tone vibe, then you would like this one. If you like a more warm tone vibe, then I feel like you would like that one a little bit better. But I'm interested to see how this one is going to compare to this one, and that's what we're going to do today. If you're new here, hello, welcome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I review lots of palettes. I try to come up with lots of different dupes to help you save some coin, girl. I do the new makeup releases every week, and I find myself quite amusing. Hopefully you will too. But if you like lots of eyeshadow reviews, if you like lots of dupe content, if you like complexion reviews, I love doing those as well, then you might want to hit the subscribe button and join the family. I also have a membership that's dedicated to 3 looks, 3 palettes, 4 looks, 4 palettes, and all those sorts of good things. So if you like more luxury things, vlog things, and fragrance things, then you'd probably be more interested in my membership, which is down below if you want to join. But without further ado, let's get into this. I'm gonna go off camera and figure out which eye look I'm gonna come up with, and I come back and show you swatches of each color of each shade, and then we'll do the newest palette so I can give you a second look that's more blue driven, because with the original look I did more of a combination of both colors, but now I want to focus in on the blues and see which blues work best in which palette, or if they're equally great quality, and it doesn't matter which one you pick, it just depends on what your preference is. So I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all, so this is the eye we working with the Wizard palette. So here are the swatches. I did Wizard, Ice, Wizard, Ice. This is Wizard just because I wasn't sure if this one was going to match this one well. As you can see, this has more of a deep purple to it, whereas this has more of a blue. So both of these are from the Wizard palette and this one's from the Ice, but I felt like this one would go better, so that's the one I ended up putting on my eyes from the Wizard palette. Then it's Wizard, Ice, Wizard, Ice. So these are the only two, the inner corner ones, that I feel like aren't going to match well, but I feel like everything else should match pretty well. We'll see how the lid shade goes. But so the shade we're going to start off with is Frozen, then we're going to take the shade Nest, and then we're going to take the shade Snuggle for the inner corner, and Embrace is going to be our lid shade. So that's what we're working with this eyelid, girl. And I actually forgot to pull out brushes, so I'm pull as I go. So I'm going to start with my E40 from Sigma and start with that shade Frozen. Now keep in mind, these aren't going to be exact just because the Frozen shade obviously is deeper than the shade in the Wizard palette. I don't remember the names of them, so do not ask, girl. I do not know. I already put that palette to the side because this is my last eye look of the night. I'm taking a new approach when it comes to the new makeup releases, so I'm trying to wait a little bit longer instead of trying to rush to do it. I'll probably try to film the rest of that like Wednesday, so that way I can edit it Thursday and it can go Friday for you like it's supposed to. That's the plan. We'll see how well it goes, but that's my plan. I'm noticing it's looking a little patchy right in this area right here. I don't know if you all can see, but I see that it's not sticking as well as the other one. I'm hoping if I build it up a little bit and pat a little bit more, that it'll stick and it'll stay. But right now, I'm just seeing kind of patchiness right there and a little bit of patchiness toward the back of that eye. So that's just something I want to note. And I feel like I put the same amount of eyeshadow primer on both eyes. Okay, now it's getting together, because I was about to be like ho 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 ho, but no, it's okay. But as you can clearly see, this is one of deeper like grayish blue shade, or grayish shade. I guess that's what you'd call blue and gray. Whereas this is more of a just powdery, like baby blue type shade. So far there's the differences. Next we're gonna take an E45, I believe is what this brush is. Yeah, we're gonna take an E45, y'all. We're gonna go into the crease with the shade Nest, that dark blue that we put, and I'm just kind of smoke it out. Cause I tried to do like a smoky blue eye, smoke it out. I feel like these blues are pretty even. I feel like this blue might be a little bit deeper. Don't quote me, but I feel like it's just a tad deeper. Just add a little bit more toward the top. I feel like I brought this up a little bit too high. However, once I get to cut the crease, I feel like it will be okay then. But remember, my eyes are two different shapes, and I go based upon the shape of my eye when I do each side. So that's why sometimes it might look off, because they are two different shapes. I hear a lot of people's eyes are two different shapes though, so I figure it's not that big a deal that mine are. I'm just another person on the list whose eyes are two different shapes. Now we're gonna take the E25 blending brush from Sigma and go into that same shade Nest and just put that on the outer V as well. Cause that's how I did. That's why I did smoke out this look. Cause there were only a few blues in here, so I had to pick what I could. I definitely feel like the blue in this one here, the Cradled and Ice palette, is a little bit like deeper. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like it's just a tad bit deeper. Not by a lot, but just a tad bit deeper than the one in the Wizard palette. But maybe that's because they have the purplish blue in there too, and this is the only deep blue that they had, so they had to, you know, stick with the shade. I honestly don't know. But in my mind, that's how I see it, so that's what I'm saying, girl. I went to the movies tonight to go see this movie called The Fall Guy. It's supposed to be about like a stunt man who saves the day or whatever. Take a little more Frozen now. And just dust all around here. Because y'all know I like to have it, how the brow and all that, and make it look as airbrushed as I possibly can. So, take it all into my eyebrow. I'm gonna go home and watch Dion's golden palette review 5 through 8, I believe it is. I've been editing all day yesterday, so I didn't get a chance to. So, you know. There you go. But let's cut the crease with some glitter glue now, and then we'll go into the shade Embrace. On to Embrace. So I really enjoyed the movie. I like that it gave the take of the stunt double as opposed to always like the actor and all that the actor, you know, like does, because I feel like there are lots of people in the industry that like do a lot to help the actors along, but everybody usually just focuses on the actor and doesn't like appreciate the other people's efforts. But it takes everybody's efforts to get these movies done, and I feel like a lot of times like they get just lost in the dust, like, oh, that stunt looks so cool, but it's like you don't care to know who actually did the stunt. It's just like, oh yeah, his stunt guy's cool. But it's like, I liked that movie because it acknowledged the stunt guys, and then it shows like all the stunt guys that helped to make the movie about the stunt guy, and then the producer used to be a stunt guy, which I thought was really cool. I never realized how similar these are. Look how similar these look, y'all. Like, wow. I feel like this one is just a little bit lighter and it's more of like that smooth looking type, but this is more like the glittery metallic version of this shade in a way, because it's definitely more of a like slick holographic type shade on the Wizard side, but I feel like on the Cradled and Ice side it looks really similar. So now I'm gonna take the shade Snuggle and put that in the inner corner. I know it's not gonna match, but you know, that's all I got. And then I'm gonna go back over the outer V like I normally do and adjust that. And again, I feel like this inner corner just looks a lot brighter than this side, but they both have like that blue twinge to them. It's just like a different tone of blue on each side. So at least we know both palettes have different tones of blue. It's not like they're trying to sell you the exact same tone of blue on both sides and just expecting you to be excited to buy it just because, like a clown. It does have different undertones to it. So let me back one up and we can talk about my thoughts. So tell me which side you prefer. Like, do you prefer this side, the Cradled and Ice side? Or do you prefer the Wizard side, which would be this side? as usual. I like different ones for different reasons. However, if I had to pick, I feel like I would just go ahead and stick with the Wizard palette for my personal preference. Although I do like the fact that these shimmers have a lot more glitter to them. And the one that I used on this eye called Embrace is really similar to this one, but this gives more of a satin feel. But I appreciate having the satin feel because I used one of the ones from Wicked Widow Beauty that's supposed to be like a similar hollow chrome type situation, and I didn't like the fact that how thick it was. I felt like it was harder to blend out than this one is, so I appreciate that one and this one. However, I guess because I already have palettes that have similar color stories to this, like the Amy Loves Makeup one has a similar color story to this, and I named the Soul Blooming one, then the Gems and Jewels, sorry, the Jewels and Gems palette from Uden's Eye has a similar color effect to it. I guess that's why I feel like I don't necessarily need this one, because I have other palettes like this. And although these blues and pinkish mauve tones do look nice together, I don't feel like it's just something I really needed in my collection. So if I had to pick, I personally picked the Wizard one. But you know, I'm liking the blue and yellow better than I'm liking the blue and mauve, because I've already seen this color story before. I feel like I haven't seen that much of blue and yellow, and that's what made this unique to my collection. But comment down below and tell me what you all think about this. So needless to say, I'm saying the Wizard Eye one, but if you like this one, then this is the one you should definitely pick up. You can use code KHMakeup at checkout. I don't personally have a code with Fenty Cosmetica, but I know my girl Karen Harris does. So if you're interested in purchasing anything from them, make sure you use code KHMakeup at checkout to get you a cute little discount. I know I always do. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. My membership is down below if you're interested, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. So be blessed, girl. Bye.